We're starting a new series, and it's called A to Z Adventure Series.
We might change that, but I think I like it. I like it.
It's coming from, on Instagram, if you follow me over there, I did an A to Z travel challenge where I was posting places that we have traveled through from A to, I only made it to W, because then X, Y, Z's, everything to come.
Yeah, because we haven't traveled to any place that
starts
with X, Y, and Z.
Well, plus, it was just time to announce the new stuff, that we're living in a camper trailer.
Yeah. Yep, so we're here now, and that's going to be another video series where we vlog and show how we cook and how fast it is to clean and all the ins and outs of living in a camper trailer. But this is a series where we talk about Agrigento, which is the first location that we're going to be talking about that we visited in what year did we go to Agrigento?
2016.
2016. It's kind of cool to go back to our past travels like this, because we're kind of new. We're learning things as well about these locations that we went to. Whenever we traveled in the past, it was kind of a spontaneous decision. Right? So, so Agrigento. What do you think? What do you remember about Agrigento?
Well, of course, mostly we're going to talk about the Temple of Concordia, or Tempio della Concordia, if I want to be
really good
Italian. So Agrigento, I don't even know if you said it's in Sicily.
I didn't say that.
All right. So
I feel like it's in the middle of Sicily.
No, it's southeast.
Is it? Oh, look at that. It's southeast.
South, down here.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Here's a map for you right here. There you go. So.
Welcome back.
So, anyways, it was really cool. I feel like it was the first really big ancient structure that I had ever seen.
For sure.
Yeah, it was incredible.
So the Temple of Concordia was built between 430-440 BC.
It's one of the most well-preserved temples in Sicily, and it stands almost 30 feet.
The whole reason that it's preserved and stayed because obviously when it was originated, it was, like a pagan temple, but then when they were wiping out all the pagan stuff, as they switched to Christianity, it was transformed into a basilica.
Right. Yes.
Dedicated to Paul and Peter, the apostles. And then in 1780 something or another, when they were refurbishing it or what's that called? Not refurbishing.
When they were, it says converting it. When they converted it.
No, they were.
Dedicated.
No, we've been to Big Ben and they're redoing it.
Oh, restoring it.
Restoring. Yeah. Restoration.
Restoration.
In 1780 something, they took off the, the Christian added
insignia and all that.
Yeah, and made it more back to its original.
So that's one of the pictures right there of it's been on the screen the whole time.
Lots of pictures.
Yeah, I'm adding pictures to this as we go. So here's another picture of Icarus.
It's a sculpture, at the back of it.
Yeah, it was because as you walk up to the Temple of Concordia, you kind of walk up a dirt path, and then it's up here kind of on a hill. And then
some, I call them goats. They've got a name, but goats.
Oh yes, we got pictures horns of those goats. Yeah, the horns. Yeah, they're wild horns. Anyways, you see them on there right now. It's pretty cool. But anyways, it was created by renowned sculptor Igor Mitraj, and I might be saying that wrong. Icarus.
It's part of an exhibition in 2011.
Oh.
They're 17.
I didn't write it
I
down.
read that. Oh darn.
Yeah, so
Sculptures put around, and that was one.
yeah, it was really cool. So Icarus was the son of the inventor Daedalus, who produced a labyrinth so complex not even he could find his way out. And these, I'm pretty sure, Daedalus is a Roman god, and so Icarus would be his son. Icarus is known for perishing by the heat of the sun. His father fashioned 2 pairs of wings out of wax and feathers for the both of them, and overcome by giddiness caused by the feeling of flight, soared too far into the sky and was scorched. So I'm not sure. I don't know why I couldn't find much more information about Icarus. There's a lot of stuff on the internet.
Well, we'll put this in the description. But the most helpful website I found, and that we looked at probably before we went to, called Parco Valley de Temple Agrigento. And obviously it's in Italian, but you have to switch it to English.
We'll put it in the description.
Archaeology and learn all these cool facts.
So anyways, I was telling how, so you walk up a dirt path and there's the Temple of Concordia right here on the right. But you can't walk into the temple. They have it all blocked off. I don't remember reading the description or why it was blocked off. Probably because it might be dangerous. I don't know. Or they're trying to keep it preserved. That's probably the...
Right.
Yeah, they're probably trying... That makes sense.
Okay.
They're trying to keep it well preserved. But then so you walk next to it. And as you walk next to it, you walk up to the statue of Icarus. And as you pass the statue of Icarus, you keep on walking. And you walk to... They actually had a couple amphitheaters there. Which was really cool. Well, the amphitheaters
we saw
weren't
this
there?
before we got there.
Oh, was it before we got there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We saw this on the way.
See, I told y'all, we're putting it together. We talked about it beforehand, but we're trying to put it together.
All right. Well, I'm really gonna have a hard time saying this name. The Ecclesiasterian.
Oh, that's kind of a cool.
Ecclesiasterian.
You did really good.
And so-called oratory.
Oratory of Phalaris.
I haven't read this one yet.
Found on the southern side of the hill of St. Nicholas.
Yeah, so it's a whole valley of temples. We only saw the Temple of Concordia. Oh, another fun fact. I was like 5 months pregnant when we were here. And it was hot.
It was very, very hot.
And homegirl didn't like to walk.
It's actually funny.
I kind of remember, like, I had to stop on the side of the road and you had to go get the car. Or you tried. I think at that time I made it to the car. We had rented a car to go around Sicily.
Yeah,
I made it to the car, but it was a struggle.
Well, the whole trip, you did really good. You did wonderful, yes. There were a couple moments where...
we could have seen and done more.
Yeah.
But
it was, overall, it was absolutely worth it. But it was funny, she was talking about how hot it was. Whenever we first started talking about this, I told her that I remember it being like desert-like. And she was like, oh, really? And she looked up a picture of the
obviously
temple.
Around the temple, you can see.
Because people walk. But I told her that there wasn't very lush, or there wasn't a lot of greenery. It was like the desert. But then she looked up a picture, and there's like a lot of green, a lot of plants, a lot of vegetation and stuff.
Like the Google Earth of the Zoom.
Yeah, it was funny. But that's just because of how hot it was, and we were just walking on like dirt, like. Yeah, so it made it seem really, really deserty. So, do you remember anything else from Agrigento?
I kind of remember it's the first place I had to ask to use the restroom. Again, pregnant. And in Italian, you just say, it's the word for toilet, toilette. I was
did you learn that there?
Toilette? Point this pregnant lady to the bathroom.
So, yeah, the drive from Palermo to Agrigento was beautiful. So I remember seeing a lot of vineyards. While I was agriculture, yeah. It was really, it was all cultivated. Like, it was really beautiful, and most of the land was just very cultivated. With you could even see the plots of land, like where one ended and then another one started. Like, someone might be planting or have grown something different here, and then the next person's making olives. I don't know. How are olives made?
No, but I know what you're talking about. How, like, the color changes. They're like color blocks.
Yeah.
You know, like you see it when you're flying in a plane, but we're like on the ground.
Yeah.
Looking out, you know, the horizon. It just stretches.
Yeah, it was like really. It wasn't like mountainous, but
Yeah,
it was like
hilly.
hilly. It's a hilly island, and that's also really cool. It's not really big. I think the drive from one side to the other took like 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. Let me see. Across the island to the southern part of the island to Agrigento.
Oh, southwest.
Would that be southwest?
Sure.
I think it's oriented north to south. Pretty sure. So then Palermo is northern.
Yeah.
Agrigento.
Right?
So, and then we went from Agrigento.
I think earlier I said it was southeast, but southwest of the island. Looking at the island, we're on the southwest side.
Oh, yeah, on the southwest side of the island, yeah. And then we went from Agrigento, and we drove to Syracuse, and that from Palermo to Agrigento, that's 2 hours and 17 minutes, and then from Agrigento to Syracuse is 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So
the whole trip was
So the whole trip, yeah. So I was right whenever I said about 5 hours of driving. Man, yeah. So it's a really small island, but Sicily was really it's so beautiful. But driving was really weird. You drive on the right side of the road, so it's not like driving in like Ireland or Britain or something.
There aren't many places where you do drive on the left.
Okay. But people drove crazy. Like, she was saying earlier that there's no lines on the road. There's no lines. People rarely like
stop.
Yeah.
You know, not many road signs to give you directions of when to stop and when it's your turn to go. Obviously, we live in Georgia and every corner has a light.
Yeah.
Because people don't know how to function if there's not signage and directions.
Now, I wonder, that's actually a curious topic, whether or not they have a lot of wrecks.
Even now, we're getting more roundabouts, which are very common in Europe. People don't know how to function.
Yeah.
Yield, keep going, and everybody still stops. Go.
That is very true. People don't know how to handle roundabouts, and roundabouts in Europe are insane. You have 3-4 lane roundabouts.
Yeah, you feel like you're on an interstate, a highway, what that would be described as here, and then you're in a roundabout, and you're like, wait, what?
I remember in Britain. I think we're.
Yeah,
you're right.
Sorry, I'm the one that did it.
We're getting carried away.
I'm the one that did it. Just there wasn't as much signage as there is here.
Yeah,
that's my point.
Anyways, Agrigento was beautiful, and so.
Probably another thing of why we were rushed is, speaking of spontaneity, we probably knew we were going to Syracuse, but we probably didn't have a sleeping accommodation booked.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, where are we going? Where are we going to sleep tonight?
Because whenever we travel,
It's on him.
No, listen, this is how it happens.
Sleeping accommodations are on you.
Well, yeah, but see, what happens is either one of us will get a wild hair and be like, I want to go here. And then so, usually it's her.
No, I have it planned.
Sort of.
But we're going... I've looked at the things to do in Sicily, and we need to go here, here, and here. And then
And then
More
and
so
then I'm like,
we're on our phones, you know, trying to find Wi-Fi or internet or service.
yeah.
And so we wait until we get to that B&B, and before we leave that B&B in the morning, we are trying to book the next place. And I'm like ready to go because we're supposed to go here. But then we're there, and I'm like, wait, where are we sleeping?
Yeah,
you didn't do your job this morning? What
it
do you
can
mean?
be it could be a little more organized.
Nah.
No, you don't.
I mean,
It is really fun. It's fun because it's just fun. Traveling is just so much fun. It just is. It's different. You're seeing so many things. You're meeting so many people. You're experiencing other mannerisms of how people interact with each other. It's just really, really incredible. All right, let's try to keep this short and yeah.
Cool.
I guess I'll close this out with a little.
We'll do that.
Alright.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
More to come.
Get out of your comfort zones, y'all.